wanted to play.
He had
wanted
no care in the world because he said, "I only want to play for that team."
Hold on.
Listen,
hold on, because that's
so,
how
okay,
you know.
How do you know
said
that?
No, I heard your words. I'm right
I
here.
said Watson.
If they would have lost, I didn't guarantee the win though.
Meanwhile, you got the Steelers there, so don't even bring your name up.
You
I'll
misunderstand
give another
me.
example.
You misunderstand me. Not because
That's crazy.
You're saying that.
Must be nice.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's another episode of the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by the Monkey Bar and Grill. Swing on by. It is Dougie and the Boys, which is brought to you by.
Solicited role models you may not want, but you may just need.
And it is draft day. The NFL draft is here. Will Dave find his franchise quarterback? We shall see. All right, so let's get started with Jimmy Just. What is your mock draft looking like?
All right, so we're going through the top 5. Let's see. Number 1, Chicago Bears will receive Caleb Williams, quarterback. I won't say college because I'm not going to know every single college. Number 2, the Washington Commanders will receive Jaden Daniels, quarterback. Number 3, Dave's New England Patriots will receive Drake May, quarterback.
Interesting.
Number 4, Arizona Cardinals will receive Marvin Harrison Jr., receiver.
I love how you're announcing it like you're on the stage.
Number 5,
He's imagining himself.
a trade will go through. Number 5, Minnesota will get the number 5th pick and pick up J.J. McCarthy.
I have a feeling that's going to happen too. Dave is shaking his head.
Chargers said they want to move down in the trade.
Well, they're going. Well, Minnesota is number 11.
I got a better one for you.
Yeah, you could put yours in there.
Because I know everybody's probably going to be around the same.
I think so too. For the first 3, I think it's the same.
How about John? Go with yours.
Yeah, John.
All right, so for the first pick, we probably all have the same as Caleb Williams going to the Bears. For my second pick, I have Drake May.
Ooh.
For the second pick. And then for the third pick, I have Marvin Harrison Jr. with the Patriots. For the fourth pick, I have with the Cardinals taking what's the dude from LSU? Malik
Neighbors?
Need neighbors?
Yes.
Malik Neighbors.
I have him going. Yes, I have him going number 4. And then number 5, I have I forget his name too. Then I have Jaden.
Oh yeah, Jaden with oh yeah, for 5. All right.
Yeah, because Cardinals don't need a quarterback.
No, they're pretty set.
Doug, you want me to go or are you gonna go?
You go.
All right. Now, I have two different drafts here.
Oh God.
Okay. So, first one is obviously Caleb Williams, which everybody's gonna have. Number 2, Jaden Daniels. Number 3, Marvin Harrison Jr. Number 4, Malik Neighbors. And number 5, J.J. McCarthy. Now, this is my plot twist. What might actually happen. All right? Number 1, Caleb Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Jaden Daniels. Number 3, Drake May. But not to the Patriots. The Patriots trade away the 3 spot with a possible 4th round draft pick to the Minnesota Vikings for the 11th spot and Justin Jefferson.
Oh my God.
That's a hot take.
Because Justin Jefferson's on 1 year contract left. One more year on his rookie contract. He's unrestricted next season. That means that he's probably going to want out of Minnesota because they're rebuilding.
Yeah.
So
I mean-
that puts Minnesota, who's desperate for a quarterback that wants to move down, the number 3 spot to draft Drake May. And then New England would just go back to the number 11 spot, which would give them the chance to draft Bo Nix.
Okay.
After that, 4 would be Marvin Harrison Jr., and the 5 would be J.J. McCarthy for the Chargers.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. The Chargers have a quarterback, so why would they go for another one?
Because their quarterback's uncertain.
I think it's just he's injury prone. Plus, because they don't have a line. So I would probably, for the Chargers, I would probably go for a lineman.
If I was the Chargers, I would probably go for a wide receiver since they lost every single wide receiver on that
Well, you could
team.
probably go from Malik Neighbors, but I think they might sugar up the receiving spot because they could probably go either pick up somebody or draft somebody in the second round. Because you can always find a hidden gem somewhere in the draft.
But I do feel like Minnesota coming on the clock is going to say, hey, New England, how about we throw in Justin Jefferson, give you the 11th spot. We'll take the 3 spot plus a 4th round or a 5th round or a 4th round and a 5th round pick.
Right.
I could see that happening.
We'll see. All right, Doug.
It can. All right, just give me a second.
You have it on the screen, don't
Must be
you?
nice.
Yeah.
He has it on the screen, doesn't he? I can't even see it.
Not yet.
No, he definitely does. 'Cause he's finna get with the computer.
All right. Let's get this going.
My guy's going to pull out a freaking slideshow.
No, it's not a slideshow.
I gotta see this.
All right, let's get it. All right, I hear background noise. All right, let's get this.
It's probably Jonathan driving, or he's at the bakery. Sorry.
Yeah, he's at the bakery.
Yeah. Watch your
All
mouth.
right, it should be set. Let's try and wait.
This guy has an actual draft fucking thing. Couldn't pick our drafts.
No, I do. I have it up. I customized it. I don't know why I can't get back to my first pick. I had my first pick somewhere.
You suck.
All right, I gotta re-edit this, but I have my picks. I know where I'm going. All right, let's go back to the.
Do it like that, bro. Live.
Yeah, let's get back to the top 5. Because it totally disappeared, and I don't know what happened. All right, so my first pick, obviously, they're going to go with Caleb. Caleb's the guy to Chicago. Washington, honestly, I think they go after Drake May. New England, they go after...
Oh God.
Jaden Daniel.
Okay.
How's that?
I was thinking because you were taking too long. I thought you were going somewhere else.
Oh, I was gonna say, and then Arizona takes Marvin Harrison Jr.
Damn, Drake May goes before fucking Marvin Harrison Jr.
And then, well, the Patriots, those teams don't need a receiver.
Hmm.
And then I like Joel Alt going to the Chargers. So those are my picks.
That's not bad.
It makes sense, I would say. It makes sense.
Especially those top 5 teams definitely need somebody. You know, like they need somebody to fill their holes. Like,
And then maybe Neighbors could go to a team like the Falcons. Depends on how they all go for it.
I'll say this. I think for Jonathan, I think the Jets pick up Bowers. I think
Far back.
they're number. I don't know what the pick they are. Right? Number 10. I think they pick him up.
Number
He'll
10
be on
is not
before
bad.
that.
You think he'll be gone? You think he'll be gone before then?
Yeah.
Because I think they're reasonable.
Nah.
Unless they trade up to go get him. or trade down, I should say.
I wouldn't be surprised if Daniels goes number one.
No, I think they're so high on Caleb Williams.
Yeah, they're locked in on Caleb, but I just think Daniels is going to be
It would
the.
be a shocker if that happens, but we don't know.
I think Daniels is better overall.
We say that, but both of them have not been proven. It's
I think
different.
May and Daniels better than Caleb Williams.
We'll see because
I think Michael Penix Jr. is better than Caleb Williams,
yeah,
even though he's injury prone.
for me, I have Penix going to the Raiders. For me, that's what I think. I think he might go to the. I think he drops far down enough they're gonna pick him up.
I think a lot of quarterbacks are better than Caleb Williams.
So do you think Bo Nix is a better quarterback?
Oh yeah,
No.
I think Bo Nix is better.
I can agree on that one. I think that's not bad.
I think
That's-
Bo Nix and Caleb Williams are kind of even, but
What
Bo
about J-
Nix has a higher ceiling.
What about JJ McCarthy?
I think he's better than Caleb Williams.
Because I feel like there's an argument there because Michigan, what did they do all predominantly last year? Run the ball. They had the number one running game, and then you didn't really have to throw a ball with JJ McCarthy that much.
I think this is just going to be an interesting draft.
Yeah, because I mean, 1 is a sure, 2 and 3 could be flip and flop.
Yeah, you don't know which quarterback is going to go at 2 and 3.
4, like,
And you don't know if somebody's going to trade.
yeah,
Yeah.
'cause I think Minnesota's going to trade in, or a different team will trade in. Like, I won't be
I
surprised.
I think New England is. You see, I think New England is at a point where whoever they get, they plan on molding regardless. They're not planning on getting a starting quarterback.
Yeah. We all
That's
know.
why I don't think that the number 3 spot is as important to them.
Yeah.
If they still landed in that top like 15 area.
Yeah.
But if they were to stay in that 3 spot, I think they're better off getting Marvin Harrison Jr. because I feel like Bo Nix will still somehow land to them later on in the draft.
Well, do you think in the first round, or do you think like in the second round?
No, I think they move some pieces around and trade back down because I don't think they have a second round pick. I think their next pick is the 3rd round. So I think they move some pieces, maybe
To get-
trade the 4th and 5th to go down to the 2nd round and pick up Bo Nix.
Right, that wouldn't be a bad thing because I feel like there is somebody going to be traded back in, or we're going to get somebody that is going to trade it to a different team. Like an NFL player will get traded to a different team,
Possibly.
like AJ Brown did.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I believe that if anybody was going to move down, I think it's going to be the Vikings. And if they were to
Yeah.
move down, they would move to the number 3 spot because 1 and 2 are not letting those spots go.
But that's
They
it.
need quarterbacks.
So if the Vikings do move to the 3 spot, they're taking JJ McCarthy, or they're taking either Jay Daniels or
They're
Drake
ta-
May.
They're taking Drake May.
Okay.
They want Drake May. They
Well,
want
I
either Jaden Daniels or Drake May. They want, I think, one of those two. But I think Daniels goes 2 overall. I think he's the best overall quarterback
Yeah.
in the draft.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Like Caleb Williams got hype around him and everything, and he did back it up with the 2-time Heisman Trophy winner, and he won. I think he won a bowl. I think 1 or 2 bowls.
He might have. I think they won one.
I want to say.
I think it was a Rose Bowl, but I don't know.
Well, Rose Bowl is very prestigious if you do get to that Rose Bowl. It's very historic. But I just feel like that it's gonna be interesting for those picks where they go.
Yeah.
Like if Caleb Williams didn't do all those awards and were the same as Drake May, it will be a toss up. Because last year, who was number 1 last year?
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. And number 2 was Houston.
Stroud.
But
Yeah.
my issue is, okay, we look at these quarterbacks like that have been drafted in the 1st round early on.
You gotta see
Not
where they're
many of
going.
them succeed right away. Some of them need to sit behind a quarterback
Right.
to
And
progress.
develop.
Yeah.
Because like Bryce Young, yeah, we could argue that he had a shitty team and all that, but he did not play. He did not make his team
Better.
even a little better, in my opinion.
CJ Stroud made the Texans so much better.
Yeah, you look
No,
at
we
guys
all agree on that.
Trey Lance. Look at him now. Like you look at these quarterbacks that people have high ceilings for, And
Yeah.
they're not doing well.
So who
That's
would you?
why
No, finish your point.
that's why I feel like New England is not in a rush. They know that they're gonna mold a quarterback for the upcoming years.
Mm-hmm. And it would be a lot different if Mac Jones sat behind Tom Brady.
Oh yeah.
Mac
Oh
Jones
yeah,
did not sat behind Tom Brady.
it'd be a different story because he would learn from him.
Yeah. So who would you say was the biggest bust in the NFL draft? Personally, I think Matt Leinart. This guy had a lot of hype, and he got to Arizona, and it just didn't cut it. Great college career. I believe he went to USC. Same thing too with Mark Sanchez. But with Mark Sanchez, the Jets ruined him. Just wait. The same way the Jets ruined Zach Wilson, Sam Darnold, all their quarterbacks that have all the hype, and they do nothing. But that could be said with a lot of quarterbacks that don't sit behind someone.
I'd probably say the biggest bust would be Johnny Manziel.
That's my pick, Johnny Manziel.
The biggest bust.
And it's not, and I can't. It's not Johnny Manziel as a player. It was Johnny Manziel as a mindset that came into the league that created the biggest bust for him, in my opinion.
For me, I think there's two biggest busts that comes to mind. For me, and we
Tebow?
thought no. I don't think Tim Tebow was that big of a bust compared to these two players. I'm about to say.
Yeah, Tim Tebow won a playoff game.
Yeah, I think one we've he's always going to be one. DeMarcus Russell. He'll always be one. There's no question about it. He was hyped to be this next big guy. Won Heisman trophies, won championships in an ACC, whatever, the college level. When he got to the Raiders, what did he do? Garbage. Hot garbage. Other name I will say is Ryan Leaf. He was supposed to be the next big thing, just like JaMarcus Russell. I don't know if they're both a year apart. I don't know how long they were. But he went to the Chargers, and he stunk. And he had a bad attitude. He wasn't a rocking leader or anything. He was a cancer to that team.
Yeah, he was bad.
He was very anger management type of thing. Like, and I get it. You want to win, but at the same time, that anger will start more fires than you ever try to put out.
I could say the same thing about Johnny Manziel though. Come on, they called him Johnny Football.
Yeah, but you gotta understand with Johnny, the guy had problems off the field.
Even before
Exactly.
even on the college level, he still had the problems. Cause
He had alcohol
No,
problems,
No.
drug problems.
During
He
the
didn't
college-
care.
Hold on, because it's different. During the college level, he was at his peak. The guy was winning trophies, winning games. When he got to the NFL, he said it himself. He said he was like, this all over again, basically. Like, I don't want to do this.
But also
The guy
too,
wasn't even watching videotape. He wasn't studying playbooks.
yeah, but that's also on him not doing that stuff.
Yeah, that's on him.
because he went to Texas A&M.
exactly. Yeah.
He went to Texas.
Exactly. That's a
But
bust
that
thing.
but that doesn't mean he was like a bust. Like you can still have all the potential in the world. If you go out and not perform well,
You're a bust.
but Johnny Manziel never saw the field because he got into so much trouble
he saw the field.
on and
He saw the
off.
field. He
saw
Not all the time, but he still had some good games.
He played a whole season with the Browns.
But he played some good games.
Yeah, good games, but
Yeah, good games.
but you're also going to a number one team.
Well,
You're
yeah,
going to the Browns. That
you were
sucks.
projected to be the second coming in there.
No, I get that.
Johnny
I
football.
get that. I still think he's a bust, but I wouldn't say that's because of how he played football. It was because of the stuff off the field, not watching video, not watching film, not being in the gym, not wanting to play. I know, but he had problems off the field. I wouldn't say he had problems on
I
the
think it
field.
was the party life that he
But I
still
mean-
wanted because he was partying a lot. Even at when he was in college, you saw all the freaking things he was getting.
Yeah.
Parties. He had domestic abuse. There's a sexual assault case against him and everything.
I'm not disagreeing with you and Dave. I'm just saying it wasn't because of his performance on the field. It was mostly because of his off the field work.
Which reflected his performance on the field.
Yes, it could. Yes, it definitely reflects on that. I'm agreeing with Dave and Jonathan to a certain point. I think Also, it's also on him for not watching film or being part of the team because you have that mindset. Hey, I made my money.
You drafted a guy that you figure was gonna put his heart and soul into football. You called him Johnny Football for a reason. And when he got there, he had no care in the world.
Because he
To me,
made
that's
his
a bust. To me, you should have never been drafted.
right, but also
I think Dave's missing my point. He's still a bust. I agree with you. But it's mostly because of how he was off the field.
I understand that, but that created a bigger bust for him, in my opinion.
Because
Yeah.
then you're not
Like he-
performing. You're not performing to your
That's-
abilities anymore.
That's like
You're not
that's
performing.
like me, one of us being the best, a 3-time Heisman Trophy winner, whatever. We've won the NCAA championship, and then we get drafted #1 overall, and it's like, yeah, F this place. I don't care no more. I'm not watching film. I'm just gonna go out there and throw the ball. If I get a win, I get a win. I don't want a guy like that. That's a bust to me.
yeah, it's a big bust because then you had other people that actually like were in the middle of that pack, went to a decent team, and now is probably the number
All
one.
right, so these are his numbers, Johnny Manziel. 14 games. He started 8 of them. 2-6 record. 147 for 258. 57 completion percentage. 1,675 yards. 7 touchdowns. 7 interceptions. I say those are decent numbers.
For a first season. Yeah, but then after that, he didn't play after that.
Yeah, because he stopped caring and he didn't want to play.
Yeah, but it could be all like you
Yeah,
said,
and
all
he
the
played how
field.
many seasons? Hold on, how many seasons did he play?
He
2.
played 14 total games, like a year and a
3
half,
times.
a year and a quarter.
Exactly, and he went 2 for 6.
Yeah, like, but also too, he went to the Browns.
Dave, you're missing my point.
Doesn't matter. That does not matter. C.J. Stroud went to the Texans.
Yeah, to a better head coach, a team that already
They won 3 games though the prior year.
right, but that was without him. That was his first year coaching. The coach right there in Houston, first year coach was C.J. Stroud. Different coach, different mindset. That whole team is a different mindset.
That's a whole new team.
Yeah, it's a whole new
that you're
team.
building
The
from
old
the
coach,
ground up.
I was Buddy Smith was there. I think he was the head coach of that team. Yeah, it was Buddy Smith.
D'Amico Ryans.
That was Buddy. No, that's there last year. That went 3 and something.
Oh yeah, Lovie Smith.
Yeah, Lovie Smith. Now the new head coach, different mindset, different plays, different changes,
You got
different
C.J.
players
Stroud.
coming
You
in.
had
C.J.
Tank
Stroud came
Dell.
in.
That
Yeah.
was new.
The defensive player.
You had
That-
all new players.
That yeah, and it
That
changes the
plays a
team
part.
when you add teammates that want, especially C.J. Stroud's work ethic and
you're-
his
you're talking
mindset.
about players that haven't played together. This was their first season playing together.
Yeah, that's why preseason is so important for them because they can start building the chemistry. Oh, you like this route? All right, we're gonna change it up so you get to that route, so you get up to the change level, so you get to that point.
I'm not
But
saying
that yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, but that brings another point that I was thinking about with bus, right?
Mhm.
How much is it the environment and where you're at that time more so than it is you as a player?
Yeah, but the environment didn't affect Johnny Manziel. He affected himself.
That's what I'm saying.
So he caused himself to be the biggest bust, in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But I'm saying with like guys like Mitchell, like the Trubisky or
Yeah. That's a big bust too, Trubisky.
Yeah, but Trubisky's still in the league. Trubisky still gets picked up by teams. Trubisky's
Yeah, but-
still a solid backup quarterback.
Yeah, but he was a starter for the Bears, and yes, they drafted down to get him at number 3, I think. or number
Yeah, they
2.
traded a lot
traded
for him.
down. Same with San Fran for Trey Lance. Same thing, and now look at them. They got the last pick of the draft 2 years ago.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that's Trey Lance's fault.
they gave up on him real quick.
Yeah,
they give up on
Trey
him.
Lance,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I would say that because he was supposed to be the guy after Garoppolo. Then when he had a game in him, he got hurt for the rest of the season. And then you put in Brock Purdy.
And I
Brock
can't-
Purdy took over.
I can't totally say they gave up on him. Yes, but he also got injured, and it brought an opportunity for another quarterback to step up, which that quarterback did.
Brock Purdy took over, and
And
now he's getting paid it back.
I wouldn't say the 49ers gave up on him. The 49ers more said, let me send you somewhere at least you can learn from a veteran and grow as a player, in my opinion.
Yeah,
And going to Dallas, I think was a better move for him because I think in reality, Dak Prescott's overpaid. Way overpaid.
I think he's overpaid too.
Yeah, I think
And
he's
Trey Lance is going to end up taking that starting position sooner or later. He
'Cause-
just hasn't done it because of the fact that Dak's only in there because he's getting paid so much.
Yeah.
That's the only reason Dak is starting is because he gets paid the big bucks.
And here's the thing too, because next year for Dallas Cowboys, now we're going to the Cowboys fans here. 4 contracts are up next year. Zach Martin's,
Yep.
CD Lamb,
CeeDee Lamb.
Diggs. No, I'm sorry, not Diggs. Michael Parsons, Dak Prescott. All 4 contracts are up. You cannot pay all of them that big money.
No.
One or two have to go.
Michael Parsons is gone. I'm sorry.
I'm not disagreeing with that. That's actually not. That was my take, because I think he might be gone.
Dak Prescott gone. In my opinion, he's gone.
Who?
I'm sorry, Dak Prescott.
So you're gonna
I'm not paying him big bucks again.
You're gonna keep Zach Martin, pay him the big bucks, and keep CeeDee Lamb.
I'm keeping CeeDee Lamb.
I would keep Prescott. Look, Doug, do me a favor. Look at Prescott's numbers the past couple of years. He's been in the running for MVP the past couple of years.
Want to say two
It's not like he's
years?
trash either. Yes, he might be a little overpaid. Overpaid, but not by much.
But
he hasn't won the big game.
But his mess ups outweigh his numbers.
His success.
At the end of the day.
All right,
He
so
throws more interceptions than
So
anybody.
this is Dak's numbers for this past year: 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 105 rating, 4,500 yards, 69 completion percentage.
How many interceptions?
9.
Huh?
9.
9.
Yeah.
35 touchdowns though.
36.
Yeah, because you got CeeDee Lamb over there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you have CeeDee Lamb, and then you have what's his name? Yeah.
You got to get the ball. You got to get the ball in his hands or in his
But when it
vicinity
comes down
to
to
catch
pressure,
it.
he's not good.
I don't think it's that. It's more so of a team. Like the
I just think I agree with Jonathan for an actual change. I don't think Prescott is that bad. I think he's a little bit overpaid and a little bit overrated compared to the other quarterbacks in the game. But his whole team collapsed. The defense looked like shit against Green Bay in the playoffs.
Yeah, Green Bay came to play. Because I think it was also for that game. Green Bay came to play. Dallas still to be a walk in the park.
Mm-hmm.
Which you're in playoffs. You don't fucking play that way. You play like it's your last game. Like
the whole team collapsed. I wouldn't just put the blame on.
If Prescott is leaving, I want Dak Prescott on the Jets. If he's fucking leaving,
Because if you're
Rodgers leaving,
if you're gonna get rid of, and I think I said this last time, if you're gonna fire McCarthy, then you have to get rid of Dak. But if you're going to get rid of Dak Prescott, then you have to fire McCarthy because Dak Prescott is not the reason why the Cowboys struggle every year when it counts.
Well, I think
I just think that when his contract comes up, are you willing to throw the big bucks at him again?
No, I wouldn't give him a big payday.
Your receiver and your best defensive player.
Now, I could see Dallas moving on from him because of the fact that it's been so long with him and nothing's come out of it. Maybe they want to move on. I'm not saying Dak isn't going to still be a starter somewhere else.
Yeah, wherever he goes, he's going to be a starter.
Is that for that team, I think it's time for them to move on.
Yeah.
I think it's time for them to find somebody younger that's a little more mobile than Dak Prescott.
No, I agree. And then you have Trey Lance there because I think this is his 5th year. So if they try to pick up his 5th year contract, they can.
All right. Thank you for listening to your NFL draft preview. On the next episode, we will be discussing the NBA playoffs, Knicks, Lakers, Cavs, baby. Cavs all day. We'll see you guys next time on the Doug Sarava Show, which is brought to you by the Monkey Bar and Grill. As always, Dougie and the Boys is brought to you by
Unsolicited role models you may not want, but you may just need.
We'll see you guys soon. This episode was brought to you by Nicole and Dave. Go Sports. For all your latest information surrounding the world of sports, talk to Dave.